Happy Sunday. I'm here to drop another jewel, but this has nothing to do with credit building. This has to do with your guys' criminal background or just your background in general. If you guys don't know this, I'm a certified paralegal. And today we're going to go over a background check called Checkr. Checkr is a background check company that's based out of San Francisco. The address is 1 Montgomery Street, Suite 2400, San Francisco, California. Now, I got my checker report in, and you can imagine it has all these pages. It's over almost 200 pages. And I want to give you guys a little brief overview on Checkr. Now, Checkr is one of the major background check companies that a lot of employers use to determine if they're going to hire you or not. Majority of those companies is majority ride share companies and your delivery companies. Now, a lot of people don't know this. You can dispute the information that's on your check report, because a lot of you guys check report are going to look like this because of your age, your background check, your tickets, your addresses, and everything else that they have on you. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, a lot of people get denied from these driving jobs and these ride sharing jobs because of their checker report, because that's who they use, that's who Uber and a lot of the ride sharing and delivery companies use to determine if they're going to hire you or not. And if you do not clean up your checker report and you got too much information on it, not just your criminal background, but just too many addresses, too many inquiries, too many old driving tickets, and in certain felonies and certain misdemeanors, they're going to automatically deny you. Now, this is how you get your checker report. You write them with your name, birthday, social security number, address, driver's license number, and any other personal information that they can get in contact with you, an email address, and say, hey, my name is such and such. I would like to request a copy of my checker report. If you can send it to the above address, thank you. Take a copy of your ID, make a copy of it, and close it in a letter, send it to them. And they're going to send you a whole report. We're going to go over my report and just I'm just give you an overview. I do ride sharing because I meet the qualifications now. The company that I work for, they have ride sharing contracts, and if I didn't clean up my ride sharing report, I wouldn't have gotten a job, because Checkr is the one who does the background check for the ride sharing companies. Now, let me tell you how in depth and detail there is. Ride sharing companies, they go through Checkr and they send Checkr all your information. They can all your driver's tickets, all of your criminal background, your addresses. Your Checkr report is going to have everything that you corresponded with Uber, DoorDash, all the other ride sharing companies and delivery companies, even a copy of your driver's license. Even a copy of your driver license. They have a copy of that. Yes, Checkr has a copy of all that. Any type of ID that you corresponded with, they have that on their file. Any email addresses that you use to apply for any of the ride sharing companies, they have. Any of your old addresses that you used in the past 20 years, they have it. Any convictions, felony, misdemeanors, infractions, they have a copy of it. Any expunged criminal records, they have it, but they don't. But it's not updated. So with a lot of the, well, so what? Let me tell you what. Let me just give you an example. Let's say you got convicted of a misdemeanor, and what the courts do is they sell your information to all these background check companies: Checkr, Hire Right, Advantage Solutions, BackgroundChecks.com, GIS, etc. They sell your information to these third party vendors, and the vendors, they just house the information for potential employers to use to hire you or not. Now, let's say you got your record expunged, and you be like, hell, I got my record expunged, I should get any job I want. It doesn't work like that. And let me tell you the reason why. Because Checkr don't work hand in hand with the courts directly when it comes to updating your credit. So of your report, it's kind of like a credit report too, but a lot of people don't know that. It just no score. So when you get your record expunged, the courts don't notify Checkr or any of the background check companies that your record has been expunged. And you don't even know how to delete the information because you don't know anything about Checkr or GIS or BackgroundChecks.com or Hire Right or Advantage Solutions and the other background check companies that these employers use. So now you get denied for the job, and you're like, man, I have nothing on my record. Why is Uber keep denying me? Why is Lyft keep denying me? Why is DoorDash keep denying me? Why is Postmates keep denying me? Because you haven't cleaned up your Checkr report. Now, this is a lot of information that Checkr has on me. We're gonna go over this briefly. This is over 200 pages. Like I just showed you earlier, they even have a copy of your ID because you end up uploading it when you apply for either a job or Postmates, DoorDash, Lyft, Uber, or any of those other companies. Now, on the first page, you see here is a disclosure requesting background investigation. This is just something that shows your rights. They're going to send you a copy of your rights, your Fair Credit Reporting Act rights. Now, when you think of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you think of TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, right? No, your Fair Credit Reporting Act works with all bureaus. Let me repeat that for those in the back. Your Fair Credit Reporting Act works with all bureaus, even Checkr. They're considered a bureau. Backgroundchecks.com, they're considered a bureau. You still have rights. And when you get your Checkr report, you're going to get your rights because this is considered a bureau. A lot of you guys didn't know that. But it's still considered a bureau because they're housing your information. Now, since they're a bureau, guess what you can do? You can dispute the information on your Checkr report to clean it up so you can now qualify to get a job at Uber, Lyft, Postmates, DoorDash, Grubhub, a lot of employers, a lot of different ride-sharing companies. You guys didn't even know this. Now, let's go over this. Let's go over this some more. Like I say, this report is heavy. Now, when you get your Checkr report and you have, it's going to have all your addresses for the last 20 years. What you want to do is you want to dispute and delete all those addresses. Why? Because you don't want an employer to look at all this and they see all these addresses. Like majority of this is all my old addresses. You want to delete all your addresses off of that report because you don't want your report to just be having a whole bunch of information that's not accurate. 97% of the information on these background check reports that a lot of employers use to hire you is inaccurate. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. A lot of you guys don't know this, but they got all your speeding tickets since you was the age of 16 or whenever you got your first speeding ticket. You might be 50 years old. They still got your information, still got all your addresses, all your criminal background records, all your speeding tickets. They got all your email address. Like for example, here's an old email address of mine, as you can see. cjefferson2004@yahoo.com. That's an old email address. They got all your email addresses. They got all your addresses, all your telephone numbers, all your tickets. You can delete that stuff off your check report to make it look more of a presentable report. A lot of you guys think you only can do this with TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. No, you can do that with these bureaus as well. So let me just give you an example. Look at this page. It got my name and addresses. Look at this page. I'm just have to more name, more addresses. Look at this page. More name, more addresses. Look at this page. More name, more addresses. Look at this page. More name, more addresses. All my old addresses. So what you want to do is you want to get a copy of your Checkr report, like I said, it's 1,000 pages, and delete all that information off of your Checkr report. Now, as far as those who got their record expunged, what you want to do is when you get a copy of your Checkr report, I can help you guys do this. Just message me in my inbox on my TikTok page, Paralegal Nation, YouTube page, Paralegal Nation, Facebook page, Paralegal Nation, or my Instagram page, Mr.Armani1985. You want to write Checkr at 1 Montgomery Street, Suite 2400, San Francisco, California, with just your name, personal information, copy of your ID, send it to them, get a copy of your Checkr report, it's free, and then you'll be surprised on what information they have on you. And this is why a lot of you guys are getting denied for your ride-sharing jobs, Lyft, Uber, Postmates, Grubhub, and all that stuff, because Checkr is the #1 company that they use. And if you got outdated information, they're going to deny you. If you got old tickets that you've been paid off that you didn't delete off of your reports, they're going to deny you. If you got old convictions that been expunged off your record or past 7 years, they're going to deny you. So when you get your Checkr report, it's going to come with a 3-page dispute letter. Make a copy of it and keep the original, and then fill out the copy and then send it in with your dispute letters. Let's go over this again. Delete your convictions, tickets, addresses, phone numbers that you're not using. If you want more information,